And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the support can be overwhelming. People cannot know what you do not share. That kind of backfired on me. 95% of the in person reactions were underwhelming. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Aurelia Michael Holmgren. Welcome back to the channel. Bodybuilder babe, businesswoman, Broadway chick, Bronx girl, and now a future baby mama. And today we are talking about when, why, and how to tell people you're pregnant. Now, this is a very important topic to me because I have had a myriad of experiences all the way up to today of telling people about the pregnancy. And I've been telling people since about 8 weeks. And right now I am 14 weeks. So it's been a pretty wild 6 weeks. Now, I personally am pro telling, but at the end of the day, no matter what you hear in this video, the overall idea is that you have to do what is best for you and or what is best for you and your partner. Because depending on where you are in your journey, what kind of journey you're having, you may want to keep it extremely personal. But I want to share with you some of my experience, and hopefully something I say helps you out and gives you some insight and some guidance towards how you want to go about your process. So let's talk about reasons why you should tell people. And my main 3 points are under mental, practical, and emotional support. Now, it's kind of funny that I'm talking about mental support because right now I'm doing a musical in Minneapolis and only 2 people from my cast actually know. But I have a very strong network of people that do know, that have been supporting me along the journey. And I'm probably going to tell my cast maybe tomorrow, right before we have a few days left for our show. But I'm not close with most of them. So rightfully so. It's not something that I feel ready to share. Plus, I'm with them for hours, and I don't need 20 people running around all day asking me how I'm doing. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the support can be overwhelming. I think people have this idea that they're the only ones reaching out to check in. They're the only ones reaching out with unsolicited advice, but they don't realize that there may be multiple people. But the amount of support that I've gotten when I've actually really needed it and really desired just for somebody to be like, hey, I saw this and thought of you. Hey, here's a program that's offering money. I've gotten so many resources and people just leaning in. And I'm normally, for all my strong friends out there, which is probably you if you came to this channel, I'm used to constantly giving that I forget that this is the perfect season to receive. Now let's talk practical support and accommodation. People cannot know what you do not share. So part of why I told my costume designer on the show is because your girl needs some elastic added to her cheer skirt, okay? I'm doing Legally Blonde the musical. I'm about to be 40 and I'm playing a 20-year-old. So I had to let him know. It was on a need to know basis, but he has been so helpful and so supportive and not judgy and very secretive for me, as well as my castmate that I told on Mother's Day, because I was like, I just need to tell someone. And she gave me the nicest Mother's Day card. It's just those little things that really give you the boost. So sometimes you may find by allowing people in, I have friends that are like, hey, I have a crib. Hey, I have a car seat. Hey, I have clothes whenever you're ready. You might actually get some physical and practical support that you weren't even expecting. And lastly, emotional support. So my theory is, and I stand by it, if I wouldn't tell you that something bad happened, unfortunately, with the pregnancy, I'm not going to tell you that I'm pregnant. So everyone that I've told are the people that, God forbid, something doesn't go as I've hoped. These are the people that I want to lean into. These are the people that I want by my side. And for me, if I consider you that close, I don't want you just there for my highest highs. I need you there for my lowest lows. So the amount of emotional support you can get throughout your journey is going to be immeasurable. Okay, so let's say you've decided, I'm going to tell folks. Now the question is, when? So I'm going to start with my own personal situation. So Adam and I decided 2 things. One, we would not tell anyone we're close to until the first ultrasound at 8 weeks. And 2, we would only tell someone the next day, but they had to be a stranger. So I told a woman that I met while I was looking into grad school. We happened to both be on a Zoom together for a grad school orientation, and we connected instantly. And I actually found out the day before her and I met. So we met up for coffee. We're about to start. And I was like, girl, I got to tell you, I'm pregnant. And it felt like such a relief to tell someone. But that was what we just decided. Let's just tell one person. We got each other. We'll hold each other down. There was only 4 more weeks to wait because it starts from the date of your last period, not from the date that you find out. So while it was a long 4 weeks, I'm really glad we waited until we felt more secure, because honestly, those first 4 weeks didn't even feel real. Then I made a list of about 20 to 25 people that I consider very close to me. Adam didn't have that many people, so it was mostly his family, but I have really close friends. I'm an only child, so my friends friends are my family. So I made a list of about 20 to 25 people. Some of them were coming to my show because the show I'm doing now was originally in LA first. So some of them were going to come to the show. So I was like, oh, I want to tell everyone in LA in person, and everyone else I'll tell on FaceTime. That kind of backfired on me. And I'm going to be real with y'all. 95% of the in-person reactions were underwhelming, were whack, waka waka, tomato throw, trash, not making it into the collage video. I don't know if it was because my phone was out. I don't know if it's because we were in public. For some people, they had already gone through the whole show and saw me, and then we talked after. So unfortunately, instead of them starting with congratulations, they started with, I thought something was going on, which for a bodybuilder is the kiss of death because you sat there for 2.5 hours and thought I just let it go. And so I was a little in my head about that, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I honestly just moved to FaceTime, even if the people were in LA. I didn't want anybody walking up, anybody making assumptions, and all of my online reactions, chef's kiss. So I'm going to advise that. Plus, you can record it. So as you know, you cannot record FaceTime from your phone. If you have an iPhone, you should have an iPhone. Don't mess up the group chat. I'm just kidding. I love y'all. If you have a Mac, FaceTime them from your Mac so that you can record on your phone or use someone else's phone, but it's just easier that way. So that's what I've been doing, and they have been so great. I'll put a few right here.
Are you for real? I mean, I know you're for real, but I can't process it.
Plus, you're going to be an auntie, so you got to get out here. Weren't those cute? Okay, so anyway, we've decided that we're going to share it the day after my husband's birthday, June 23rd, because we didn't want to do Mother's Day. Social media is flooded. We didn't want to do Father's Day. Social media is flooded. So we figured the greatest gift he could ever give for his birthday was a child. So we said the next day we'll put it out to the world. And that gives us enough time to get all of our friends that already know a chance to do their check-ins. How you feeling? How you doing? So that now the masses will flood with their congratulations. And now I have more energy at 14 weeks to be able to receive said excitement. Because honestly, during weeks 8 to 12, I was like, okay, I'm happy you're excited, but whatever. I had an attitude about it. I was very anti other people's excitement for me, but now I'm feeling better. So my overall suggestion is to tell people in doses. I wouldn't suggest spending a whole day down your list. It can be extremely overwhelming that week after, as everybody is honestly adjusting to, what do we talk about now? Do I ask questions? Do I not ask questions? When should I ask questions? It takes people a few conversations to get back into the swing of things based on your preference. Now, I personally, if you've been on this channel long enough, you know, like I got a lot going on. So I am totally fine talking about everything but this. But for some people, it is the center of your future existence, which we'll talk about later because don't do that. Future existence. And so that's all you want to talk about. And so maybe you'll have certain friends that you can do that with who also have kids. And then you maybe you're single friends or don't have kid friends. Y'all can talk about something else. So you figure out how, with them, the dynamics of your relationship moving forward because things do shift. And lastly, the how. So here are some of the creative ways I told folk. I surprised my best friend during our weekly online meeting. We call it the trends. And each week we talk about things we could do better. We talk about things that we did really well. And so I presented it to him during that and he totally freaked out. It was really cute. I had a friend bring me a box of Celsius as an opening night gift, and I didn't plan on telling them, but I just blurted, sorry, can't have it, pregnant. Totally caught him off guard. I told my mentee as he was getting ready for his show on Broadway and completely took him by surprise. It was epic. I even got a little dance out of it. And lastly, I surprised one of my little sisters during an event where it was so loud in there, no one could hear her saying, oh my God, oh baby. It was legendary. So yeah, as I mentioned before, my in-persons were okay. I tried the dog with the t-shirt thing on my parents. It was a little underwhelming, but it happened nonetheless. At the end of the day, do it when you want, why you want to, and how you want to. It is completely up to you. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you have ideas around how you shared it with people that you want the community in on, that they can use for their future announcements, go ahead and drop it in the chat. If there's anything you want me to cover, any topics you want me to talk about, especially around being all these things aside from now being a new mom, I'm here to support. I'm here to connect. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. You got to like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't make your girl beg. And don't forget, if you don't know it by now, you should know it by heart. Age does not define your timeline. You do.